What's cracking, home skillets? Welcome back. The 196th review on this channel. And you know what it is by the title. I see a brown box, so let's make the quickest intro ever. And let's take a look at the, hopefully, artwork box inside of here. I'm thinking it could probably be a Game of Thrones weapon, but maybe not. So let's check it out right now, dudes. And real quick, I feel like I'm reliving Inception. There's a box within a box, and there's still no artwork. Let's keep going. The Inception was real, guys, and almost had a travesty there, caught on camera. I'm not going to leave that in. I'm not even going to edit that out. There's the box within a box within a box. And guys, if you watch the channel, you'll know I just did the Game of Thrones White Walker sword today. How did I forget that I had this piece? I have no idea, but we have the Night King. Let's take a look at the box here, guys. It's a vertical box, so it's, you know, kind of got to do it this way. But looking dope with the tassels coming off. The strap right there, more tassels. Let's take a look. Well, almost opened the box there, but let's take a look at the side of the box right here. We have HBO made by NEPTUNE Trading, I guess would be the manufacturer. Never heard of these guys. But a story about the Night King. If you're watching this video, you probably know about Game of Thrones, best TV show ever made. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and open this up. While we have it on camera, let's take a look at it. Let's go ahead and just crack it. Here we go. Okay, so here's how the packing comes. Right there. Nice and packed very well. So, what I'm going to do, guys, a box within a box within a box within a box within styrofoam. So let's go ahead and unwrap it. Let's take a look at this Night King sword. Game of Thrones, review number 196 on the channel, guys. Let's check it out right now. Okay, guys, so I think this is the best way I can really show you guys this sword. And there's a couple reasons behind it. One, the length of it. Of course, we're going to zoom in and take a better look. But mine came with a problem. It can be easily fixed, to be straightforward. It could have been way worse. But I will be sending this back to the manufacturer, which I know I bought this through Big Bad Toy Store, so I'll be contacting them. But let's take a look right here, guys. And if you look, mine came cracked. Now, this can, okay, I do construction, I can really get crafty, so I'll likely be, if they won't accept a return, I can easily repair this. I know exactly what to use. There's a few different options, but a clear epoxy, Loctite actually makes a good clear epoxy. That would be something that would probably be my go-to, especially for an acrylic like this. But hopefully they'll take the return and won't have to go that route. So let me put this back together. We'll do some close-ups. Because well, guys, we gotta understand one thing. Like, sometimes stuff happens like this, right? Most people would be more upset than I am, but also understand this stuff happens. Like, I just had a piece the other day come in. I was doing a review on it. It was cracked. I sent an email in. I've already sent the figure back and I have a new one on the way. That was within, like, I think 11 days. So, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Let's put it back together. We'll take a look at the Night King sword. So, don't let this take away from your take on this, that mine came broken. That was just bad luck on my end. Completely bad luck. But if you're buying a third party, definitely ask your seller if they have ever had any repairs, or if it's been pretty much a sound structure piece, you know, no flaws, no looseness whatsoever. Definitely keep that in mind before you purchase this piece if you decide to do so after this review. But let's go ahead and put it back together. What you should actually see, and what I will see soon, let's take a look at it right now. Okay, now let's be honest. That does look a lot better, doesn't it? That looks a lot better than where mine's broken. Okay, well, let's start here with the handles. The base of it. I really like how they did this. The tassel's coming off. This is decent material. I want to say this is some type of nylon, maybe. I could be wrong. Wrapped kind of like a baseball bat with the spiral type. But I mean, when I was doing the White Walker, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit confused because I was expecting this. But then as I went back and looked, I'm like, yep, they did have different, the swords without any tassels on it. It was only Night King that had this kind of sword with any decoration whatsoever. But these were actually made of ice. I say crystal, but this is actually going to be made of an acrylic. A clear acrylic is what this is made of. I'm not 100%, but by looking at it, I'm pretty good at this stuff. Acrylic, and then over here, which I guess would be a wood inside of there, wrapped. Did a really good job. And one thing, guys, these don't come with any holders, like wall mounts. But I did find on eBay, you can buy, and it takes about, I think, 10 to 14 days to receive these if you live in the U.S. But you can buy sword mounts. And if you're ever curious as which ones would work best, just feel free to drop a comment and I'll be happy to let you know. But I found some that'll work, and I'll be displaying the White Walker as well as this one. Either when I get a new piece in or if I'm forced to repair it, which I'll never be able to sell. But being honest, guys, I'll never sell my Game of Thrones stuff. It's pretty much the old saying, everything's for sale, but my Game of Thrones stuff will never be for sale. I don't want to make this video too long, guys, so let's do a close-up here. That way, if you're interested in this, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, this is a definitive must-have, really. Especially if you have any other weapons, even if you just have Longclaw. Even if you just have Oathkeeper, anything, even Needle. I mean, Needle would actually go really good with this, considering Arya and the Night King. But this is just terrific. I mean, they really did a fantastic job. This was better than I expected. Now, I'm taking away that little part that I had, overall perspective of the piece. Rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, I'm always going to take away a little bit, considering they could have easily done a holder at a cheap price and just marked it up about 10 more bucks. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10, guys. Now, the holder is a big deal. Obviously, if this broke right here, either it was just some completely horrible shipping or handling or both, or it's poorly made. And I can't tell the difference, so that's why I have to go with an 8.5. Like, I'll usually rate something if I like it a 9 or a 10. If I don't, it's like a 7 or an 8. I think the lowest I ever went was a 7. But we do have to take into account here, guys. They wrapped all this around this acrylic to make it look like this like eye sword. So since mine's actually taken apart, we can just flip it there and take a look. I mean, they did a really good job. I mean, the attention to detail, like just like that right there, is important for a collector like myself. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. I don't want to make the video longer, but I feel like this piece deserves like a better look. So we're going to give it one close-up from the end right here all the way down to the base. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, fully assembled, of course, because mine's actually taken apart right now, which is weird to say for a sword. But let's give that one last look, then we'll close the video out for 196, guys. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's a view from above. That way you guys can get a good idea. As we work our way in, you'll see the better details here. And let's start with the end. It's not a sharp end whatsoever. It's kind of a ball pointed end. But it does have a good design actually going through the middle of it. It has a really cool reflection as well. Now remember, I have a wood turntable here, guys, so that's what you're seeing the brown from. This is a clear acrylic with ice, it's like Night King, so ice is what they're shooting at. But a nice we're called ice sword. It's the Night King sword, so I think they did a really good job representing the Night King sword. And they didn't have to really go as far as they did on these tassels. You guys see the length of them? Really kick some ass on them. I mean, they did good here. I mean, there ain't many times you see tassels on stuff like that, unless you buy like an Ultimate Warrior like wrestling statue, which actually there is one out, by the way, that's really good. Actually, I did a review on not too long ago. Tassels here on the end. So guys, don't want to make the video too long. There's one last look a little further away. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, if you did, please leave a like. That would definitely help the channel out, and it's much appreciated. If you're new here, I do this stuff. I do MLB The Show, a few other things. I'm about to start some racing videos as well within the next couple of months. So until then, guys, appreciate you all watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Game of Thrones, White Walker Sword. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.